Okay, so now we're going to put a door and a window on our box because we realize that we need to get in and out of it to get in and out of the rain. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a door on this end of the building. And so when we look at doors and windows, couple things. A door is, okay, the sides of the door usually are vertical, but the main thing is to remember that they're parallel with the sides of the wall that it's on. The top of the door is parallel with the top and the bottom of the wall that they're on. So they're going the same direction as the top and the bottom. The sides are going the same direction as the sides of the wall. If we're doing a window, we look at the top and the bottom of the window as being parallel with the top and the bottom of the wall, and the sides of it, the window, are parallel with the sides of the wall that it's on. Okay, so knowing that, moreover, we're going to put a door on this end of the building. And so the walls, sides of it are going vertical, so the sides of the door is going to be vertical. And then we get in out of the rain and realize that we don't know when the rain stops. And so we need a window on the side of our box. And so we look at this wall that our window is going to go on, and the sides of the wall are vertical. And that means that the sides of the window are going to be vertical. And notice how this end of the wall is lower and bigger than this end. Well, the same thing's going to happen with the window. All right, so this is where it gets different. The wall, the top of it and the bottom of it are going toward the vanishing point. That means that the top and the bottom of the window are going to go toward the vanishing point. Okay, just like that. All right, so everything's good. You're happy out in the middle of nowhere, living life. Life is good. And mother-in-law comes to visit. And mother-in-law stays and she stays and she stays and she stays and she stays. And so finally she says, you know what? She loves it out here in the middle of nowhere so much that she decides she wants to live with you. And it's like, let me see. I think I will build her a house on the other side of the road. Okay. So we're going to do that. So what I want you to do now is to pause the video and to draw another box on the other side of the road. Okay, so the sides, all right, so pause. Okay, so let me catch up here. I'm going to draw a square on the end, just like, yeah, just like the other one. And then the sides walls are going to go back to the vanishing point. And here we go. All right, and so now we're going to cut the back end off just like we did. Remember, don't go at an angle. You want to make sure that you're going vertical and you're vertical down here. Okay. So now what we want is we're going to put a door and a window on mother-in-law's house, but we're going to switch it. We're going to put the door on this wall, and we're going to put the window on this wall. Okay. So the sides of the door, this wall, are going vertical, and so the sides of the door are going to be vertical. And then this wall, the sides of the wall are vertical, and top and the bottom are horizontal. Okay, there we go. So now if mother-in-law comes to visit, you can kind of look at your window, see her coming, you know. And if she crosses the road, you know, there's traffic and accidents do happen, but you know, well, life goes on. All right, so we're out here and it's raining. We realize that flat roofs are notorious for leaking. So what we want to build is a gabled roof. Now, a gabled roof, those probably a lot of you have a house that has a gabled roof, and it's that one that is pointed at the top. And so the end of it we're going to put here. Okay, so on this wall, okay, so if we've got 3 houses and here's roof on A, here is a roof on B, and here is a roof on C. All right, which one is the most common? That one. And which is the peak is in the middle of the house. Okay. So now we go over here and we need to find the middle of this wall. Now we can measure it. Let's see, we measure it and it is 2 3/8. And then you'd figure, okay, what's half of that? Math. Easier way is to take your ruler, your straight edge, and we're going to make a cross or an X on this end of the building. And then once we find them, that point is always going to be the middle of the space that it's on. And so I'm going to draw a line straight up and down. And on this line is going to be the peak of the roof. So I'm going to just pick a spot up here somewhere, and then I'm going to draw lines down to the top of the X. Okay. Now I'm going to do the roof line or the peak of the house, the roof, and it's going to go over the top of this house. Well, the top of it is between you and the vanishing point. These lines are all going to the vanishing point, and so our roof line is 2. It's going to go back to vanishing point. Okay. The back of the house, the back of the roof, we need to cut it off. It is not straight. It's going to have an angle like this. Now there's 2 ways to draw the roof at the back, to cut it off. The first way, the easy way, not quite so accurate. I promise I don't care which one you do, because what I'm going to look for is, does it look right? And so to do this one, I'm just going to line it up with this front edge of the roof, and I'm just going to kind of slide it back, try and keep the same angle, and I'm going to do something like that. Chop, chop. Okay. Whee! Great roof. And I would erase these lines in here, so I don't have a glass roof. All right, the other way, the second way, not quite so, a little bit more complex, but a little bit more accurate. And that way is this. Okay, remember that this line went up from the middle. So that means that this point right here is halfway between here and here. And so I'm going to take that point and I'm going to draw it back to the vanishing point. Okay, so now I've cut my roof in half, cut my house in half. And where it crossed this back line here, that point is halfway between here and here. And so now I'm just going to draw a vertical line. I'm just going to do the same thing I did at the front. Where it hits that roof line, I want to draw down, chop, chop, and that gets me the back end of the roof. Like I said, I don't care which one you do. Just pick one of them and go for it, okay? And now I'm going to erase all the insides of my house. I am erasing this line here. If you drive around where you live, you will see houses that have this gabled in here is a different material than the rest of the house. Like it's brick up to here, and then it has siding above that. You will also find houses that have the same material from here up to here, like it'll be brick all the way, or it'll be siding all the way. So by me erasing that, I'm saying that it's going to be the same material. I'm not sure what that material is just yet, but it's going to be the same. Okay. Now, the second way is I'm going to take that gabled on mother-in-law's house and I'm going to turn it 90 degrees. So now the triangle end is going to be facing the road. So I need to find the halfway point between here and here. If I measure it, I'm not going to get an accurate on halfway point. I'm going to do it the same way I did this one, which is to make an X. And so I go there and there. Now that point is the middle. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go up. I'm going to reach a point, and now I'm going to draw down to the top of the X, just like I did on our house. And again, the same thing. I can either take this line and go back to here and cut it off, or I could go from this point, which is the middle, the halfway point, and now draw a line going across the top of my house, which in this case it would be a horizontal line. And then I'm going to go from there vertical, and then from there down to there. All right, so get that done, and we'll stop on this video. All right. Okay. Go on to video 3.